I'm gonna tell you about the coming of the judgment fairly well, fairly well. I'm gonna tell you about the coming of the judgment fairly well, fairly well. There's a better day a-coming fairly well, fairly well. There's a better day a-coming fairly well, fairly well. In that great getting up morning fairly well, fairly well. In that great getting up morning fairly well, fairly well. When you see the lightning a-flashing fairly well, fairly well. When you hear the thunder crashing fairly well, fairly well. When you see the stars a-falling fairly well, fairly well. When you hear the chariot calling fairly well, fairly well. I'm gonna ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. I'm gonna ride the chariot in the morning, Lord.
Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. I'm Brandon Hathaway, the preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. And I got a couple of helpers with me today. First, I got, what's your name? What's your name? Sam Linden. This is Lyndon, and we also got Josiah with me. And so always good to have these guys come and join with me, especially when they do it during when I'm starting, instead of just coming and jumping in and trying to distract me as I'm in the middle of it. So anyways, today's verse of the day is in Luke chapter 9. Luke chapter 9, again, it comes from our reading schedule, so take the time, read the whole chapter. And I decided to go ahead and choose verse 25, Luke 9, and looking at verse 25.
For what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses or forfeits himself?
You have any idea what that means?
No clue.
So, bringing up this question, what does it profit? And so that's what do you gain? What do you get if a man gains the whole world? Well, you might sit there and say, well, you get the whole world, right? That means you are the ruler, you are the king, you have all the possessions, you got all the land you desire, you can have any house you want, you got all the vehicles you want. I mean, there's a lot of things we start throwing into that. If you gained everything on your wish list that you just so badly desire to have, you gain all of that, but you lose and forfeit your soul, how will it be worth it? What profit is there? What profit do you truly have if you get all these things, but then in the end, when you die, you no longer have all those possessions, you no longer have the land, you no longer have the house or the vehicles or whatever earthly possessions you desire to have, and your soul ends up in hell. There won't be any gain at all. And so though some people have, quote unquote, great amount of joy upon this earth, when it comes to the day of judgment, they may not have joy for eternity because they didn't make their life right, or they were willing to give up certain things to be faithful to God in order to gain those things. And so we need to make sure that we're always putting God first, always striving to get to heaven first, and allow that to our treasure to be in heaven rather than on earth. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope that everybody has a good day. I'm going to send Joe to finish getting ready for school. So
All I have to do is do my hair.
and I will, Lord willing, talk to you guys later.